In this lesson, you're going to be drawing from observation. So your first goal is to set up a still life comprised of at least 2 objects, and then you're just going to create a sketch for this assignment. And in part 2, you're going to apply the chiaroscuro principles that we learned in our last assignment. So my example of the still life is this chair with my flannel draped over it, which works really well for this. If you don't have a chair, you can kind of use anything with a piece of clothing draped on top of it. So I want to see something like hard lines and something soft. So once you have your still life set up, you're going to draw it from observation. So you're not going to take a photo of it. You're going to sit in front of it and draw it in your sketchbook. I've got my little sketchbook going on here. And the way that I started was just by gathering the general shape of my object. You want to make sure that your composition is laid out properly, that your object isn't too big on your piece of paper, and that you have room for everything. So I'm just going to block in the general shape of my chair to start, and then add the details later. So I've got the seat here. And then it's got a couple of arms. And then it's got all of these spindle things. So I'm going to block those in here. And this is just supposed to be a really quick sketch just to get the general shape and idea of your object. I'm going to change the shape of that a little bit. And then I'm going to also block in my jacket that's kind of draped here. Clothing is a really good way to learn shading techniques, which is why you're going to apply your chiaroscuro principles here so you can get the whole value scale and really make your object that you're drawing from life look 3-dimensional. So I'm just going to block in these legs. And that's really all you need to do for this assignment. I don't need any more details than this. My finished sketch on my slide here is a little bit more detailed, which you're welcome to do as well. But all I need to see is just your initial sketch of your observational drawing. And then also don't forget your horizon line. So make sure that you ground these objects so that they are not floating in space.